time I played this deck, I kind of liked Apple Bomb a little bit more, but we'll try Belcher for sure. It's kind of just like meta dependent on what you're seeing. It's a little bit better against Sip Stop, I guess. Siphon Soul, I'm not sure if I included that in the 19 cards or not, but that's just like another good big spot removal card that's been there forever, and that's kind of just the deck. Pile of cards that somehow works together, basically held together by Zephrys, Reno, and Kazakus, of course, and all the demons and Gul'dan. I would consider what would be the things that kind of hold this deck together, glue it together, and make it a cohesive package that has kind of been relevant for so long. Like, absolutely so long. Years and years ago, people would play this with, like, Leroy, P.O., Faceless as the endgame combo. Now you kind of just, like, have value oozing out of the deck every way you look, and you kind of just win by playing big stuff over and over again. And if you're into that, Renolock is kind of a good deck for you. It's definitely one of the ones that can be frustrating when you play, though, because sometimes you just want to hit your Dirty Rat against combo decks, or, you know, sometimes you just want to hit your Reno against aggro decks, or your Zephrys, or your Kazakus. Fortunately, now there's 3 cards that are super relevant in the aggro matchups, being Zephrys, Kazakus, and Reno, so I mean, if you hit one of the 3, you're probably going to win. Which makes playing as Reno decks as an aggro player a little bit frustrating, but when you're playing them, it's fun, so that works definitely. And I think it's about good enough of an intro into the deck. I did want to mention, let me know what decks you guys want to see for Wild Basics. I don't have too much preference when I go over. I'm kind of just like looking at my collection, looking at the classes and going, okay, well today I think I want to play, I don't know, like...
Gul'dan versus Brawl.
You miss Barista, what can you use instead? I mean, that's kind of the beauty of Renolocks as well, man. You can basically do whatever you want. There's not like any core placement, so you can think of Barista as like a value card. Maybe you're queuing into a little bit too much aggro, so you can just say, hey, you know what I want to play instead, like Zilliax, for example. Other than like the really, really core cards, you're not going to really miss too much if you're just going to change one card for another. Shaman, so if they're aggro, I think Mom's okay. If they're slow, Loatheb's okay, and Khartut's okay, but I don't really want either of those. I don't even think that I really... I mean, if it's Murloc or even, Mom's really good, because she just kills totems for a bit, so I guess I should keep her. Healbot and Banker, not the best cards in the world. Nazoth, definitely not a very good draw on turn 1. Let's play the Mom, pass. Hey Mox, sup Hoko, how you guys doing? What's up? Hey Menno, how's everybody doing today? What's poppin'? Badger, sup Raisin, Digital Athlete? Hey, it's a way of life, buddy, okay? Relax. Looks like Shutterwalk, so this Dirty Rat's gonna be the nuts later on, hopefully. It's tap, missed, okay. So overall the hand right now is pretty bad, and that's something that happens a lot of the time. This is definitely a slower deck, so it takes a while to get online. And for us, we're probably just waiting for, like, Brann. Do like the Brann Dirty Rat, or like... Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's Elemental Shaman. What would you do with Elementals and Shaman? That's like off meta. So he draws a card, he played an Elemental last time, so he gets a copy of it. Maybe it is just Shutterwalk with that. I can see that happening. Just tap get a Loatheb, that's fine. Okay. Probably want to hold Gnomeferatu so we have a little bit more of an idea of what he's playing. Mana Tide. I am just gonna like guess it's gonna be Mana Tide. Or sorry, guess it's gonna be Shutterwalk. I think Corrupting Mist tap should be fine. Just like deny the draw. He gets 2, but that's kind of fine. 3 mana draw 2 is pretty average. I just don't want him to like draw 3 or anything. So tap first to see what we get. Defile's fine, and then play the Mist. Might just be like an on-curve Loatheb, on-curve Thaurissan. We do have Banker plus Nazoth, so that's kind of cool. Sort of what you're looking to do with that anyways. It's my favorite 1000 win skin hero. I would probably say Mage. Mage, yeah. I'm gonna lock in Mage, I think. Hey Admiral, how you doing? Combo Priest. Combo Priest could be a good one for sure. So he's Zola that. Am I still in the camp? I want to play Loatheb here. I guess so. I don't really have like a problem with it. It's not like a phenomenal card in this matchup or anything. There's some matchups like Exodia Mage, for example, where you can hold this card and really screw them over, but I don't think against Shutterwalk Shaman it's going to do too much, so I think playing it on curve is going to just fine. Just like a 5-5, which is what it is a lot of the time, to be honest. 5-5, do something. Doesn't play the Mana Tide. Gives me the Lone Champion, okay. And definitely fine for the Thaurissan here, and just gonna play it and pass. Not gonna bump in or anything, we're good to go. So Loatheb core in this deck, I would say no. Loatheb can be good though, but I wouldn't say his core. Devolve is fine. It's not a big deal. 2-5, okay, that's not really that fine. And a 1-3. So our friend over here is drawing a lot of cards. A lot of cards. I don't want a Dirty Rat yet. I don't want a Gnomeferatu yet. I can't play a 5-mana potion with this. Could just 1-mana potion, like for deal 3 or something. He will probably run Dirty Rat in this deck if he Shudderwalk. That happens most of the time. They usually can fit in attack cards. If he's running like Lone Champion too, it's probably like a Reno Shudderwalk deck as well. If we bump, that's a 2, this is a 3, so no Defile. Probably just like tap Doomsayer, to be honest. Like there's really not that much to do, just tap Reevaluate. Oh, I can Barista Quartermaster, great. That is perfect. Let's just play the Doomsayer, that's fine. If we bump now and then he clears the Doomsayer, this will go to 3, we trade again, they're both 1s, so then 1, 2, 3 lines up, so that's good. So I think we just do that. And then pass. His Dirty Rat's like only really bad for me if it hits my Dirty Rat. So that's kind of fine. Healbot's like not an issue at all, so that's fine. Zola's that, plays it again, cool. So hopefully we don't get our Dirty Ratted. Banker's fine. I don't need to go infinite or anything to beat him, it's perfectly acceptable to do this here. No issues at all. Our res potion's really bad now, that's one thing to note. Is that we resurrect Doomsayer quite often. I'd probably still take it though, because we could also resurrect our Thaurissan. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minions in the pool? That's fine. Actually, no, sorry, our Thaurissan got devolved. That's actually not the case now, so we shouldn't do this then. It's not worth it. Okay, maybe look for a 10-mana potion. Should probably tap first. I don't want to just like Barista Gnomeferatu. Barista doesn't make any sense. Not worth it. Tap. It's kind of useless. Do I ever take 10-mana potion? He is a Loatheb, so 10-mana potion usually doesn't work in a Shudderwalk, but in the case that it does, that's kind of cool. I think I'm really just passing, actually. Maybe even like Tempo Reno. This card's usually more relevant going into Fatigue, though, so I might just like wait for that. Because that should be something that happens this game. I think we're just passing. Happens a lot in these kind of matchups where you don't really do anything for a long time. You're both just kind of waiting to get your threats out. Sandbinder for Seamat or something, or Zephrys. Russian and nothing. Is that good? Brann is really good though. I can Brann, Dirty Rat, and then Barista both of them back. Seems to be the play. Even enough mana, right? Because we played the Goodermadog card. The thing is, I get 2 Dirty Rats, right? I don't get Brands. That's fine though, right? Not really an issue. Yeah, that's fine. Because it'll trigger on the one that we play. Actually, if we play Brann first, then we would actually get 2 Brands instead of 2 Dirty Rats. So maybe I actually have to like Defile Hellfire here or something to just like dump my hand. I can't Reno with that though.
So many possibilities.
Interesting. I think I'm just gonna dump then, that's fine. Because I need to get a Dirty Rat back just to make it like higher odds. Maybe even just like play this here. Just to get it out. I guess in that case I would want to do it next turn anyways, right? Because I have 1 extra mana left over. Right, because it's only... Yeah, I'd want to play this next turn anyways, I have the mana, so I get 2 burns. Okay, that's fine, we just pass. Because we draw, we're at 9, right? And then we play enough so we don't have to worry about this right now. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay, he's drawing most of his deck. We pull a bunch of cards here, so we go Brann. We go Dirty Rat. We get one more Dirty Rat, by the way, that's why this is good. We pull Shudderwalk so we don't even have to do anything. And we get Grumble as well. So at this point, it's not worth it to Barista. I think we just Siphon that. That's it, just like get the Shudderwalk out. Make it so you can't play with that. What I was doing waiting was I was waiting to Barista. I was going to play Gnomeferatu too. Basically the idea was I would play this, and then I would play this, and I would get these copied. Because I would have hand size. That's why I dumped last turn. But we're fine to just Siphon here, get the 6/6 out so he can't like get it back in his hand. And then we just gotta deal with the immediate board, and then we should be fine. And good to win the game. Brann is not a battle card minion? Ah, you're right, actually, yeah, you're right, my bad. My bad, game 1. Am I dead? 7? Could be dead. Looking alive. Good catch though. I have brain lag sometimes. So we can Kazakus for 1 mana potion, deal 2 damage, and Reno. It's probably the play. Seems fine to me. AoE's perfect, and can res Doomsayer. Let's go. Let's res the Doomsayer. Boom. Sweet trade here. We do the Thingamadog. We do get back in the deck as well, right? That's funny, we actually resed it. And then we get rich. Yeah, we get rich. Cool. And then we pass. Perfect. I get that. Yeah, that's my bad of thinking that Barista copied Brann. Yeah, brain like happens. So he's gonna try to win with Haggith and stuff now. We probably just go Mal'Ganis. What death rattles have I played that are good? I want to say like 9. We played Mistress of Mixtures, right? That is about it. Mistress of Mixtures, okay. Probably fine to just Mal'Ganis, to be honest. It's likely just okay. Doppel again. Looking for like evolve stuff probably. That's what he's like trying to win. Shard is good. He's not Reno, by the way. He's played 2 shards, 2 devolves, and 2 actual mana tides. Shadow Bolt. Okay, we start with a tap. Nether. I don't really want to play Nether right now, to be honest. So we play the Belcher. He probably has a Hex somewhere, I'm gonna guess. Maybe his deck's like not that greedy though. It's very possible that he doesn't. I don't really see any reason in playing this yet, to be honest. Like, I could just do it because it's a 2-3, but like, it's probably enough of a reason actually. It's just like a 2-3. I also don't want a Shadow Bolt, right? So that's fine. Healing Rain, okay. Irrelevant card. So we get rid of something that doesn't matter. Acolyte, Volcano, or something like that. If he's playing, wait, that actually would make any sense. Plague of Murlocs makes sense though. Okay. The Spirit Walker could be really bad for him. Because he's almost like out of cards already. I could trade, and then we actually mill him for 1. Mill him for more than 1 actually, because we Shadow Bolt too. So we could trade, and then we do that, and the Dreadlord should mill him. I think I'm okay not tapping. I mean, the game is basically over, right? He's going to be fatiguing soon, so we can just take the 2 damage, it's fine. Okay, we're good. So we do that, he draws 2 more. And then, boom. Over goes this last card, Loatheb. Cool. So we have Khartut, we have Zoth, we have Gul'dan. Our Belcher was transformed into something else, so we have nothing with Zoth other than Mom. Our Gul'dan didn't do anything either, because our Mal'Ganis also got devolved. We haven't drawn Voidlord. This would be our only demon. So we basically just play Khartut and try to stabilize with that. Everything is awesome into another freeze, okay. I mean, hey, it's kind of a play. This isn't quite active. It's probably fine in Nether here. I don't really have an issue with it. Tap Nether. Tap to look for Zephrys, because once we hit Zephrys, we're really gonna have no problems this game, ever. So we do that. Prelate, unfortunately, doesn't set up Godfrey, because it's 3 health, not 2. I think the only card we have to set up Godfrey is like Kobold Librarian now. Yeah. That's fine. Voidcaller is not bad. Probably just play Khartut Defender and Voidcaller. 2 death battles that'll set up Zoth really well. Cool. Hey, killer. Your 1000 win portrait doesn't work? Mine actually didn't work until today. I just set them as my favorite and just magically worked right now. Second Plague of Murlocs, okay. So we have like no death rattles in the pool. When I tap, I get an Inspire card happening. It's funny that he like randomly generated both of those. No battle cries. I could Barista my Zola and then have that chain happen for a bit. It's kind of funny. Or I could Zola my Barista one of 2 ways. Let's do this, and then just like trade. And then play the Prelate for fun. And And then we can like Zola our Barista next turn and do fun stuff over and over again. Keep on playing those. I have a prelate as a death rattle in pool. You're right, I do. Yeah, you're right. Good game. So definitely played to the dirty route, which is exactly what you have to do, and definitely carried us to a win the game. Paladin. A little bit of a weird matchup. Why is my game lagging so much? You guys notice that? You definitely saw that, right? That was like huge lag. So you probably have to keep Defile, assuming it's like odd Paladin still, and then like everything else is kind of up in the air. Belcher is like okay against the mech deck because it just like stalls for a turn. If we're trying to think about how we actually win, it's like Corrupting Mist, Doomsayer, Zephrys, Kazakus sometimes, Godfrey, Nether. Those are probably like my cards that win me the game. So I'd probably just like keep these two. Defiles, like neither of these are really good against Mech Paladin, but they're both like okay. I just don't have a lot of cards that are good. I think Mech Paladin out of like the 3 meta decks is probably the one that'll do the best against me. Maybe even Secret Mage, I don't know. I feel like Snip Snap Warlock, if you draw the right cards, probably isn't that tough. Good Zephrys. I think a lot of matchups when you play Reno decks are just draw Zephrys and win. Perfect cards are pretty strong. Okay, so Mech Paladin, I have a card that gives me a silence card, and then I have a card that copies my card that gives me a silence card. So I'm going to say we're in a good spot right now. Okay, Dirty Rat, cool. Do I think it's a good matchup against Snip Snap Block except itself? Nothing. Nothing is good against Snip Snap except for Snip Snap. The deck is fundamentally broken. So I can play Doomsayer to stall for a turn. Or I can coin Zephrys, Pain that. Probably prefer for him to commit stuff, so I think I'm just going to play the Doomsayer, let him like strap stuff on here, probably like War Gear and like some 1-drops and just like trade. And then probably Zephrys, coin, Shadow Word Death in next turn, something like that. Yeah. So 9-10 goes in, goes face with the 1. He has no reach to kill my Zephrys, so I can just Zola it next turn again. Let's go coin. Zephrys, Shadow Word Death. Important thing to note here is like this deck doesn't run any weapons or anything, so maybe this guy has like some stuff tucked in or something, but I don't think people do that on average. So you just like coin the death, you assume this sticks every time, then you Zola it next turn. Could even like play Belcher instead, we'll see. But I'll re-come out with a bit. Could like Skater bot stuff too, but I mean if it dies I don't really care that much. I just play my 5, then my 6, and we go from there. Skater bot, boom. Bye Zephrys, you will be missed, amigo. Okay, so he's gonna drop more on that. We play our 5, then we play our 6, and then we cry for a turn. I could technically Zola Defile. It's better than just Belcher. Should always like magnetize something into this. It's just like a lot of the magnetic cards aren't even that good here because he just like gets traded into by my Belcher. I think it's hard to make Defile good in this matchup, so it might just be worth doing this. We also play 2 cards versus 1, which is just better into Divine Favor, which is one of like the best ways they have of beating us. So we're just gonna do that. I think it's perfectly fine. Just like value killing it. Galvanizer is good, so he's just gonna dump his hand now. Dumps his hand, and then he's just gonna favor most of the time. Here's the strap-on card. That one would actually beat the Belcher pretty heavily, so it's good that we got that. 5-7. Good Kazakus. I think I'm gonna pass on that though. Polymorph just doesn't seem that good when they have a hero power that gives him a token. So we play Khartut, just because Khartut's good. Heals us a little bit. We're kind of just like scaling into a Voidlord, which is really ridiculous. Jeeves. That's an interesting card. This one might be Divine Favor. I doubt it though. I think he'd play the Favor. He'd probably just play the Favor there too. I'll roll 1-1. So we probably just... I don't think we're gonna Dirty Rat. Dirty Rat doesn't seem good. We're playing for Nether next turn every time, so we should just probably tap in Belcher. Let's make a wall, no attacks. Let him trade into us. Tapping like doesn't even really feel that good though, just because it gives us more cards, but we do need cards to win because of favor stuff is what I'm talking about. So he's incentivized to dump his hand here, so he'll probably just play everything, buff his stuff up, not worry about this. Replicating Menace is probably the scariest card for us, but not even that scary. So we should be fine. Play any Mage today? No man. No Mage. Plays a favor now. I'm just gonna be playing Renolock. It's gonna be the move. Okay, buffs his hand, and plays another hand buff for his hand. So do we ever just like wait another turn for this? He's committing more, I guess. Feels weird to play that there. Now that we have N'Zoth, I think we have like a pretty solid curve. We just played Nether, we play Voidlord, we play N'Zoth, and we go from there. So I think we're not gonna like try and be too fancy or anything. Just let him recommit, dump his hand. I play a big thing with 18 health. And then I res my taunt cards, and then we probably win the game. Is what's most likely ideal here.
What's the flight plan?
Flying machine's fine. It's kind of scary, so maybe he runs a card with silence, but our health is pretty high, I guess. Should generally be okay. Yeah, that's okay. If that was like a minion that was just like one that could die to 5 damage, like say Galvanizer, I might even look for like the deal 5 polymorph potion. Holy shit, that's insane. So he runs silence and then he OTKs me. Cool. GG Iron Beak Owl. How do we kill that? Does anyone know? It's kind of insane, right? Well, we're gonna resurrect more taunts, I'll tell you that. That's something that we have to do here now. Corrupting Mist is good, but we can't play more taunts with it. Probably have to Corrupting Mist next turn. So play N'Zoth. We have to play N'Zoth, or we're dead.
So many possibilities.
He always has a minion, so Dirty Rat's never good. We played how many taunts? So we get 2 Khartuts back, which is really broken. Get 1 Belcher, 2 Khartuts, 1 Voidlord. So we get 4 cards back, so playing this right now and passing is fine. Just makes him have to attack one more time. So we do that, and we should make it to the Mist next turn. That's basically all of his gas, right? 2 War Gears. He still has 1 more run. It's basically it, he's like almost out. So he does that. Technically he could have got 1 more damage if that's the way he was going to do it. Okay. Favor. There's 1 card left. Maybe this for Polymorph next turn. Like we Corrupting this, do this for Polymorph is the way we win. Okay. That's kind of fine.
Access denied.
Sylvanas too still in this deck? I just don't really think there's too many combos with her. Like she's not really that good. In like Hunter decks where you can play like Play Dead or like 9 lives, she's pretty sweet, but I don't think there's like any real combos if you're not running Shadow Flame for Sylvanas. Like you could easily do that, but I'm just like not doing it in this deck, that's all. So he's got 3 cards to win. I don't get through any of this at all. He's got 1 minion for sure. I have 4 taunts. So I want to Corrupting Mist first. I can Shadow Bolt too, which is nice. So we Corrupting Mist. Play Kazakus like for a 10 mana potion that says Polymorph on it. Res 3. Did he just concede? Okay, he's conceded. Okay, cool. That was good. So I think Zephrys, like early game, kind of carried me hard because I didn't have a way to deal with the first big minion, right? That's like usually the most important part, is like getting the Zephrys or the Kazakus to work, which should be kind of interesting. It's like a pretty good sell to the new generation of kids, right? They're all playing Fortnite, they get bored of Fortnite. Dad, they're the new Halo with Ninja Faith on it. I need that for Christmas. It's a good way to get some sales. Mage. Mage can be a little bit weird. Corrupting Mist should be really good. I think Voidcaller into Voidlord is a really good way to win this matchup, but I think it's like really unlikely that happens. I wonder if it's just like worth it to play for that. I think it's better to just like look for strong early game cards. Even this is like kind of okay just because it does something early on. Doesn't like trade. It trades like 1 for 1 in 2 trades, but his hero power makes it so it doesn't, so it's kind of bad. Also really grateful that we're on the coin. It's really tough to win this matchup when you're on the play. Mom's a good card. Definitely good. Does stuff.
Trust me.
When was the last time a Halo game was good? I only really played Halo 1 and 2. I feel like as a game, Halo 2 is really, really ahead of its time. It's gonna tap there as well, not really too much to do, right? Just take some damage, some mom heals. I felt like Halo 2 is really ahead of its time for a game. I never even really played Halo 3 though, because I didn't have a 360, I just had like a regular Xbox. Not much to do other than tap again. Just play Kazakus on curve. Maybe it's Reno Mage. Reno Mage kind of changes stuff a little bit. I haven't played Renolock versus Reno Mage in a long time. Yeah, probably Reno Mage. Gnomeferatu should be really good. If I play Kazakus, I'd have to coin. Maybe I just miss pass coin Thaurissan. How does that sound? Makes things easier, but I mean, it's not really insane. It's by no means very good, but I mean, it's also not very bad. Thaurissan is like good for the banker combo, but it's also just good for flexibility because if you look at the deck, a lot of cards cost more than 5. And sometimes what that can do is let you play 2 cards on a turn that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. That's sort of just what it's doing here. It's just like being flexible for us, letting us play like one of our 9 drops on turn 8 or something instead of turn 9, which is good. So I'm okay with that. It's also just like a clunky hand. So making it a little bit less clunky is nice, always. Trades. Frostbolts. Maybe it's like a Reno aggro deck if they run Frostbolt. Secret Mage doesn't run Frostbolt, so it's like a little bit confusing when he's playing. I like both the demons that I can pull if that's explosive, so I guess I'd play this first and then tap. Okay. I'm fine drawing cards, by the way, because we just have like the Gnomeferatu stuff that we can do to even up fatigue later. That's sort of the way that we would even up the card draws. Okay, so it's just Arena Mage.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Zephrys for 3. So you get Sacrificial Pact and hold it, I guess? That would be the move. Sap, so I overdraw? Okay. So Gul'dan or N'Zoth are the only 2 really relevant ones, otherwise we're fine. Khartut kind of feels bad, but that's not like the end of the world by any means. I would like to kill that. I might even just do this here, to be honest, just because like not letting him copy this is like that big of a deal to me. This could be counterspelled. I think they would run counterspell in Renolock. It could be duplicate too, though, is the thing. If it's a dupe, it's kind of really annoying. Hey, Bong hit 6 for 10, dude. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Garbage meme deck I made. Maybe you can enjoy it. Also, sure, dude, for sure. Because fuck Twitch. Thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot. Hope you're having a great time. What's Godfrey? And I hope it's not dupe. Then check out the deck. Yeah. Nice. Okay. That's good. Streamlabs OBS. HS Protolamba. How does this even work anymore? My own Zephrys. Oh, he Malacrosses. Okay. Well, it's hard to find a world where that's good because it really isn't, but that's fine. I guess we go face to check for Flame Ward. It's not Flame Ward, so we play Healbot and Voidcaller now. And then we pass. Could have just played Nate Drop. I think this is fine though. It's fine with me. I mean, I don't really have any problems with that at all. So, can we do anything cool with Barista? Not really. I could shuffle another Voidlord in my deck. I don't think that's really beneficial though. It's a really big value bomb this matchup, huh? I'm thinking it's just as simple as just play Voidlord and pass the turn. I think that's probably just fine. I'll like polymorph it or something, but it's okay.
Let the pain speak to
Pain
me.
ping? Okay. He wants to draw. It's messing up for me right now. Polymorph ping, that's fine. Can you send it on Discord? Get the Dreadlord to make him draw more? That's kind of fine. I'm like good with him drawing, I don't really care. He still has a Dirty Rat. We still have a Dirty Rat. I think this card's kind of my way to win, I'm pretty sure. Something to do with that card in Brann. Can do this for 5. Could be counterspell too though, right? We haven't really checked for that. Maybe I just play this in Bass. Could bump here too. It's probably okay. I don't really want to tap. I think we're good here. I want him to draw more, I'm fine with that. And also, I would usually play the Kazakus, but I just like need to test for counterspell somehow. I can't be bothered to play into that right now. Hey James, thank you man. But yeah, it's just a little bit too scary right now for us to deal with that. So one of them should be counterspell now. Gul'dan, reses some decent stuff. Do we want to get that online and lose the ability to tap? I mean, probably the hero power is broken, so it's probably fine. Yeah, sure. I get Caller, Mal'Ganis, and Dreadlords. I mean, it's pretty good, right? Just does stuff. I still have a Doomsayer in my deck, so I might pull that when he kills this. That's something that's relevant. That wouldn't be that good if that happened, but it's okay. Zephrys Nether, that's fine. Clears the board, no big deal. Trades. That's kind of a big deal that we lose that, but that's okay. There's a new Barista still, so that's good. Is there ever a Zephrys just for like a Tyrion? Zephrys to Tyrion. I think that's probably the play here. Why? Because it's really good in the Zoth. Really, really good in the Zoth. I also think I need some more gas to win. Yeah. Just like super good though, and he's already polymorphed, right? He can play Kazakus, I guess, or a random spell into polymorph, but this should be fine. We also lack information on what these 2 cards are. He copied both of them. So he's hovering one now. He also hasn't played Jaina. Jaina maybe he's not in the deck, I don't know. I saw people were cutting Jaina recently. Put in Discord, thanks dude. He pings and poly potions. Okay, so I can't copy that with Barista, unlucky. Ballet? Okay. That's fine. I can do this though. Brann, Gnomeferatu is 4, Barista is 8, and then Gnomeferatu again for more. So we should probably do that. Get Jaina, Geist, okay. I could have attacked face first. I think maybe I even just trade here and then swing face. Just to play on Flame Ward. I don't think I'm like that afraid of it, but I think this is okay. A little bit of a misplay from me for sure. That's good though. So we got Jaina. He's down 4 cards now. My deck has N'Zoth in it still, which is good. Puzzle box, okay. Usually clears. It'd be nice if he drew here. If he drew, we basically always win. Deadly Arsenal. Healing Wave is good. Gives us more info. He's Relicologist still. Brann Relicologist, I think, is still a combo he has, so our board won't ever get like super crazy. Or sorry, our board would have to get super crazy for us to do well. Soulfire is very bad, but that's a very good target. Blood Bloom. So you can Blood Bloom the spell here as well. Mark Shot is quite good. Corrupting this. I mean, I would say overall that was quite worth it for him. I think that I probably want to banker my Barista, maybe? Does that sound right? So you guys banker Barista. I don't know if that's actually true or not. I get 2 Voidcallers back right now. I get a Tyrion. I get a Mom. My Khartut wasn't played, it was milled. I don't have Belcher, so I pull 4 minions back with N'Zoth.
So many.
I mean, bankering Barista just kind of sounds good. I don't really have any... I could hold the Gnomeferatu for the combo with it, but they might just like line up where that doesn't work. I could always banker Kazakus with his N'Zoth if it's 6-2. It's probably just like overall a better play. Let's go face to test for Flame Ward. It's Flame Ward, okay, good. So it was good that I played around that last turn. Go face, ping. I could just play this now. I don't know if there's really a reason to or not, though. Is there a reason I'll hold it? Not really, right? I don't have like any cards that synergize with it at all. So I guess I'm just gonna do this. I can probably just Kazakus for 10 here as well. He loses Jaina, so he never really gets insane boards. Okay, that's really bad for him. Has he played Death Rattles? He's played Beetle, right? Beetle, Deathlord, okay. He definitely plays N'Zoth. So I can take Poly Potion here maybe? 8 and Poly? Yeah, that's fine. No swing because he has Reno. Pass, okay. My only problem with that, right, with bankering the Barista is, like, I would want to get value from the Gnomeferatu, but the problem is, like, it might just be the case where, like, my Gnomeferatu is in Tron before he finishes, right? So lose Banker anyways, that's fine. Do I want to play this now, or do I want to wait? I maybe just, like, want to chill. Let's probably block and not counterspell. I think we should just make him do stuff. Sit around. I could have done that. I'd rather like Nether Doom though. It's kind of cool combo. Brann. Kazakus? Okay, that's the way I went. Sure. So he probably just polys this board, right? The thing we have going for us is fatigue right now, that's basically it. So I guess I just trade there, then play this then, and then just let him potion. That's probably fine. Kill the Brann so he can't do dumb stuff, play this, and then just go from there. Okay. Because sometimes they just take like tempo potions. I don't think he would have, right, with Brann Kazakus, but it's possible. And if he did, then we can kind of just play around that. So it should be polymorph. We get 5/5s, yeah, 5/5 AoE, boom. Average outcome. I don't want to play this, I just kind of want to do that. Save my Doomsayer for the turn where I Nether Doom, and we should be okay. He plays N'Zoth. We do the same thing to his N'Zoth. Did an 8/8. He clears our 8/8, has one more potion. I have Defile to play around counterspell. He has another Dirty Rat, okay. It's my Kobold Librarian. Arcane Missiles, okay, that's engaging. And what is probably going to be counterspell, I would assume. GG. Okay, that was good. Pretty simple games to be honest. Like, Reno decks are really nice when you get to play like the slow matchups, because you usually have like a lot of control over what happens.